Hello everyone, this is Sandra at the Whispering Well. I'm sorry about my voice, is still a bit funny from being ill. Luckily it was just a flu-y cold type thing, it wasn't COVID, so that's one good thing. So today I'm going to do a walkthrough of the Mystic Martian Oracle. This deck is so cool. I saw it on Ben at Beneficial Tarot's channel, and I'll link his channel below. If you haven't gone over there already, go and have a look at Ben's channel and give him a sub. It's a really cool channel, really nice guy, very laid back, and yeah, really nice channel. Anyway, he had this, and Ben and I have spoken via messenger about like aliens, UFOs, supernatural stuff, because you know both of us are interested in that, so that was really good. And I saw this on his channel and I was like, I have to have it. I know people might think it's a bit silly, but actually some of the names of the alien races in this deck, if you watch any of the programs that are on TV, on like the Blaze channel, they do a program called Ancient Aliens, and I think it's on one of the other channels as well. Any of that type of thing, you will recognise some of the names that they've used in this deck that are meant to be different alien races that may have come here in the past and may still visit now. It depends what you believe. I know some people don't believe it at all, and that's totally fine. Personally, I just don't think we can be the only ones in the whole galaxy, the only planet with life, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, this is the box. It's this nice silver with some aliens on the front, and it's by Lisa Porter. The back of the box, and it's by Rockpool, so it's a nice card stock because it's Rockpool. And it says the great sky gods have silently been visiting and monitoring earthlings since the beginning of time. And then it says the deck is designed and intended as a guide to extraterrestrial species that transcend and coexist within the human genetic mind. Each card is beautifully designed as a symbolic and representational conduit for a specific archetype, and has keywords that include metaphysical, emotional and psychological feelings and everyday practical meanings. Open your eyes and stretch your insight into far broader horizons, and allow these great sky gods to impart their wise guidance and wisdom from multi-dimensional perceptions. So, yeah, sorry for the sniffing as well, guys. It's disgusting, I know. So, that's the box, and it's like a really nice... It's got like the thumb holes, so you can open it easily. And it's got this nice star galaxy pattern around it. The inside of the bottom is like this purpley pinky colour. Well, I suppose like a magenta colour with little spaceships. And the top of the box is this lime green with an alien guy in it, which if anyone watches any of these alien programs, would be a depiction of one of the greys, for instance. So yeah, really nice sturdy box. And then we get a nice little guidebook, and it's got small colour pictures of each of the cards, so you actually get like about two, almost, yeah, say probably two, on some of them possibly 3 pages. And then you've got card meaning and also reversed, so that's different because a lot of oracles you don't have reversed meanings. I mean, personally, I don't do reversals at all, so I wouldn't be using that, but it's good for people that might want to do that. Or if a card did come out reversed for some reason, you might want to check out the reversed meaning. But yeah, so we've got the different cards. It's like that in the front, Mystic Martian. Contents. Introduction, using the cards, example spreads and extraterrestrial archetypes. Sacred geometry linking cards. So actually we've got some cards that are like air element, alchemy, crop circles, etc. So we've got a few cards like that which are really cool as well. So it isn't just aliens, we've got third eye, star seed, shadow self. So those are really cool as well. And then the introduction, using the cards, example spread, so just a 3-card spread there and a Martian spread, and then we go into the cards. So yeah, and that's the author, Lisa Porter, illustrator and author. So yeah, quite a cool, nice little book. So now let's get into the cards, but before we start actually looking at the individual cards, guys, seriously, we have to appreciate this gilding. Look at this lime green, so cool, and it's kind of shiny, this lime green. Look at that, how bright that is. That's so cool, isn't it? Just excellent. I love it, absolutely love that. So that's the edges. The backs are like that, are very cool backs too. And the cardstock is really nice Rockpool cardstock. It's not thin at all, it's fairly thick actually, but it's pliable, so you could riffle shuffle this. So it's a nice, and it's matte with a slight sheen to it, but that buttery kind of feel to it. So it's really nice cardstock. And these are your kind of standard oracle size. So this is our first card. So let's put the deck down here and have a look. So we've got the Argathans, manifesting multi-dimensional perception attunement. So you've got different words underneath for each one. We've got the Alpha Centaurians. This is one that I have heard and read about actually. Alpha Centaurians. I mean, whether they really do look like this, we don't know. I mean, this is just the artist's depiction, if there is really such a thing, and if you do believe that there is such a thing. So, but I just love it. Look at I love the artwork and the colours. These are the Alpha Draconians. Oops. And because of the gilding, some of the cards are a little bit stuck, but not too badly. Look at this, corrupt, unethical cults, because if anyone watches any, again, of the alien programs or has read any books like I have, and my brother is quite into it as well. I never used to be with aliens, and then my brother got quite into it and we started looking at different things, and it's quite interesting. But anything kind of reptilian looking, or you know, of a reptilian kind, is usually not particularly pleasant, apparently. The Andromedans. Now these guys would be okay. Autonomy, free will, manifestation. Look at all those planets and the different colours, and this like a black hole or something here. I love this. We have the Annunaki, and these are often talked about in Ancient Aliens. They're a race of beings that they believe came here in sort of ancient Egyptian times. Sorry about the jogging of the camera and the noise. My two Siamese are deciding it's playtime. So the Anunnaki, they think, came here and possibly helped the Egyptians to build their pyramids, and they think that the Great Pyramid may even have not been intended as a tomb, but it was used as something else, like for power, like electricity or something like that. The Anunnaki are also mentioned with like the Mayan civilizations and that type of thing. And then if anyone knows anything about a place called Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, where they're still excavating it actually, but it's a huge site of different temples with different carvings of animals and things on it. Really, really lovely sort of carvings that you can really see. But this whole site was buried, and you think, why? And they think that it's around, I don't know if it's 4,000 or more. I know they reckon that it's thousands of years old, this site. So it's so cool. Anyway, this is the Anunnaki. I'm going off track. Okay, Arcturians. This is cool, a nice green alien. Feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. Blue avians. I like that one. Philosophy, releasing karma and mysticism. Evans. And look at this one. Mystery, reading between the lines and intuition. I actually like a lot of the keywords on these. Some of them are a bit different to what you normally see, and I just love the whole alien vibe. I know this won't be for everyone, and that's totally fine. You know, that's what's good about having such a wide choice of decks, isn't it? You know, there's normally something to suit us all. Greys, short, timid, misunderstood, shy. The greys are actually not supposed to be particularly nice. They're the ones that are normally involved in so-called abductions. Greys, tall, utilitarian, organised, intimidating, which that would be. Can you imagine that looking at you? Look at this, where they're like experimenting on people, or got people in capsules. The Lyrans, this again is something that I've heard of. Strength, courage, bravery. And like I say, we don't know even whether these things do exist, and obviously this is just the artist's impression of these beings. Now the Mantis Beings are another one that I've heard of. Apparently if they do exist, they're a very tall race of alien, like 8 feet, something like that, 7 to 8 feet. Can you imagine something that tall looking like this coming at you? You'd be so scared, even if they weren't nasty, but you'd be terrified at the sight of something like that. Enigma, elusive and sensitive. I like the trees in this one too. MIB, which is Men in Black. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation. Most people, if they watched anything to do with aliens, know about the Men in Black. Nagas, heard of these too. Lovers, erotica, sensuality. I think it's really cool that, and I've not read the book, but that the person has actually used names that I've read about in books and that have been used on programs. So they've obviously are either into their kind of whole UFO thing, or they've done their research, which is really good. So we have Nephilim, controversial, assessing new perspectives. Well, this is a whole race of like giant type people, not necessarily alien, but they are supposed to have been born from fallen angels called the Watchers, that came to Earth and mated with human women. They weren't supposed to, but they did, and the women bore this race of giants that were mostly like red or blonde haired and were like very, very tall and big, and they were called the Nephilim. The Palladians. I don't think I quite say that correctly, but I think you'll get what I mean. Most people have heard of Palladians and the Palladian light star cluster, so this again is something that does actually exist, or the Palladian star cluster does. Reptilians. That's what I was saying, anything like this is not particularly nice. You see predator, survival, tyrannical. That's what's good about these. You see, you've got, if you use these cards, they're not all sweetness and light and unicorns. You've got things like predator, survival, tyrannical. So you've got your shadow side in these cards also, which is cool. Syrians. These are another one I've heard of. Artistic integrity, honesty. So like I say, it'd be interesting to read the book, whether the author really has, I would imagine she's either into the whole alien thing or she's really done her research well. Syrians B, because you've got a different one, Syrians A, B, and they're from different planets, so you might have Sirius A as one planet, Sirius B as the other, and so Syrians B. Responsibilities, lessons growing up. Tall whites. Uncertainty, distrust, guarded. Look at this one, this is really bright orange, isn't it? Tail, sentience. Resilient, bold, sassy. She looks it too. This is meant to be something that does actually exist, the Galactic Federation. Well, it's actually called the Galactic Federation of Worlds, but again, it's all dependent on what you believe. But apparently there is a Galactic Federation that are supposed to be helping us on this planet, or able, but not able to, or shouldn't intervene. But there has been help given from them apparently before. But again, this is all speculation or dependent on your beliefs. Vegans. This looks like vegans, doesn't it? But I think it's actually said vegans. Solitude, independent, peace. Venusians. Romance, soulmates, empathy, because Venusians are supposed to look a bit similar to us, supposedly. And here now are the cards that are like sort of I think they called them sacred geometry. Let's have a look in the book what they called these cards. Sacred geometry linking cards, these are. So we've got air element, and we've still got our keywords as well: philosophy, discrimination, empathy. Look at the colours on that, so cool. We've got alchemy, the philosopher's stone. This is a cool card, isn't it? Look at that. Crop circles, love this. You get a lot of this happening in the county of Wiltshire, but whatever reason, there seem to be a lot there. And I think there was some even opposite Stonehenge once, or possibly more than once, but I know of at least one time. Earth element, look at this is lovely. Survival, adaptable, reliable. Love those trees in this, and the sign for the element as well. Just making sure I haven't got more than one. They are sticking a little bit. Flower of life. the cool card. Fire element, warrior passion, fearlessness. Look at the purple in that. Golden ratio, beauty, nature patterns. That's different, isn't it? Kabbalah, tree of life. Integration, life lessons, emanation. Merkaba, movement, long distance, travel, excitement. It's a cool card. Love the red with that blue. Ouroboros, infinity, eternal, past life. That's a nice card too. Pentagram. Oops, something's stuck. Harmony, protection, idealism. We have Shadow Self, which is a cool card. Denial, projecting, shame. We have Starseed. Self, memories, identity. Got the chakra colours in the back. And we have Third Eye. It's a bit kind of Doctor Who vibe, that, isn't it? Visions, manifesting and meditation. Very cool card though. The Vesica Pisces, which is what I have tattooed on me from the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, but it's basically that design, the Vesica Pisces. Divine Feminine, birthing and fertility. And we have Water element, which is lovely. So we have 40 cards in this set, which is a good amount, I think. I like it when you get more than about 30 or 35 cards. I like sort of around the 40 mark for an oracle, but sometimes it's less. But yeah, so that, guys, is the Mystic Martian oracle. Sorry about my rubbish voice, but I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.